Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday Podcast YouTube channel for instant match reaction to Rangers 0, Slavia Prague 2 in the second defeat of us 2021 campaign this season. Poor night at the office, has to be said, as a collective tonight, but we're here to sort of give our thoughts, opinions and everything that went down in that crazy sort of 90 minutes there. So if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and follow the socials that will be on the screen. So I think the fact that this game is going to now be overshadowed by the events of the last sort of 5-10 minutes of the game it's going to dominate the media, of course, if what everybody's known to believe comes out is it being true. But we'll try and hold back now because we don't know the full story yet. So once we get that, it'll be on our Twitters and stuff like that. So that's what we'll say on that matter currently. But going into the actual game, it was clear to see tonight that we had to have a massive performance and just never really delivered. I'm going to come to you first on the lineup. How did you feel with seeing the starting lineup tonight?
I said to you, mate, I knew Scotty Arfield was getting picked. I knew Scotty Arfield was going to play. I just had a feeling. I'm sad that Hadji didn't. I really would have preferred Hadji on there, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Nah, the lineup. I feel it was kind of. I don't know the word, wrong to drop. Helander obviously gets his goal last week, plays well. Him and Goldson seem to have a good partnership together. But I did say on the podcast I thought Bargain would come in to deal with their pace, but just for minute one, just didn't seem at it. I know I said to you at the start we had a decent start, but we really didn't. Looking back at it, we had a really poor start to the game, which I felt we needed a really strong start to. Start fast like we did Antwerp at home, get a goal. Hopefully on fast. It never really seemed to come in. Just for the full spread 90 minutes, didn't have a clear-cut opportunity, to be honest with you. I don't know if that was just us having a real off day or if it was Slavia Prague were that good. Personally, I'm going to put it down to us having another off day. I feel that Slavia Prague and Rangers were very well matched, but on our two occasions meeting them this season over the past week, it's just not fell in our favour.
No, it's not, mate. It's not feeling in our favour at all, to be honest with you. I feel like the fact that they've had the game at the weekend might have favoured them a bit more, just in terms of the game fitness and all that. Do you know what I mean? I did say big Phil Helander shouldn't have been dropped, to be honest with you. I know you were going for Balogun because of the pace, maybe handle that. But nah, mate, team didn't turn up in it at all for me whatsoever. Didn't turn up.
No, didn't turn up at all, and it was quickly 1-0 to Slavia Prague. Peter Olenka getting in. He actually played up front with Provo tonight, and he gets a header in. I was saying to my dad before it. I didn't realise their two wingers were both 6'2", so definite aerial presences, and he was one of them. Scored for a header. I mean, I thought it was quite poor defending for Goldson, who had a really poor evening in general tonight, which is very. We're not accustomed to seeing it for Goldson over the course of this season anyway. So it was poor for him in the defensive standpoint. I feel like he should be commanding his area to try and win that header over him, but it gave us a mammoth task to really claw back at that point with him cancelling out our away goal for last week and leaves us needing to get 2 goals at home, which you would maybe say look, in previous games, ties or whatever, we could see that happening. But just, as you were saying to me tonight, and as I sort of felt myself, it just never really seemed or looked to have come from anywhere tonight.
Nah, mate, just sort of felt like the Bayer Leverkusen game again. Do you know what I mean? It just felt like they weren't in it at all. Not one thing were in it at all, to be honest with you. I know their team were going for the Oscars. Obviously, they were wanting to win.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Best actor getting shot down or whatever, I don't know, but they were definitely going for Oscars this evening. I don't know, mate. I just feel like we weren't in the game at all. I think Morelos and Kent, even when Kent was trying to get away, as I say, he was just getting brought down straight away. Do you know what I mean? The referee was shocking, as I was texting and telling you, do you know what I mean? I don't know what that referee was doing. I don't know where they got him for, but let's hope he doesn't referee another European game, to be honest with you, because he was, honestly, I think they were a bit like the Belgium mob we played last. Do you know what I mean? I think it was there for us to take. Do you know what I mean? Just didn't turn up, and as I say, I don't know if that's to do with the fact that we went Thursday and then Thursday again instead of having a game in between that. But No excuses, you know what I mean, for it. He just didn't turn up at all.
Aye, and I think that's what it boils down to. Although the referee, and I will get to that, it was really poor tonight. I mean, it just looked like every single time a Rangers Slavia man went up for a challenge, they would go to the ground and roll about, and then as soon as any sort of contact happened, they were on the floor. And I was looking back at I was waiting for Gerrard's interview and stuff to come on. I seen Balogun's first offence, and to me, it's not a yellow card. Very soft. Kamara's one where he get booked, really soft. Obviously, no complaints about the roof one. That was high feet. He was playing his cell. Obviously doing that, but I for the first half didn't turn up, which we all thought we would. After obviously figuring them out, having a week to settle, but maybe that didn't benefit us in the end, and we go into half time needing a massive. I said it on Twitter, probably our biggest performance of the season in the second half. We know what we're like. Maybe first half a bit slow, a bit sluggish, but the second half we usually come out, put a good performance in. Arfield was the one I would have took off straight away. I wouldn't have gave him any other minutes in the second half. He was, for me, just since he's come back from his injury, although I can't take away from Arfield this season, has been great up until that injury he had. But see, since he's come back from his injury, he's not kicked a ball at all. And me and you have talked about it on the podcast and other videos and stuff. Like, what has actually happened to Arfield? Has this injury affected him that much, do you think? Because he's never really looked at 100% since.
I think it is, mate, to be honest with you. I think you'll enjoy his time at Falkirk next season, to be honest with you. Because, I don't know, I'm only joking. He's still a decent player. Just, as I say, it might take him a bit longer to get back in. I don't know, he's just not turned up at all, is he? Do you know what I mean? He's not Stevie Davis quality, is he? Do you know what I mean? Davis is just sheer quality, and I'd sign him. I definitely get Davis tied down, but players like Arfield for me, that's a bit concerning. Do you know what I mean? Maybe after that injury, I don't know. I just thought Hadji should have come on. You're talking about, as you said, biggest second half of the season. You bring that man on, look what he did the last time. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, and Hadji didn't even see minutes in the end. It was a disaster of a second half. Let's put it down to that. I mean, it started off all right. We brung Roof on. We looked more up for it at that point. We looked like we were building attacks up, building a bit of play up. Looked good, and then that obviously Roof happens. Sending off, no questions, no arguments about it. It is what it is. Straight red card again. We've even got a more massive uphill battle to face then. And then Balogun ends up getting sent off about 5 minutes later. Don't know if I would say another soft yellow card, but when you're on a yellow card, obviously you get less freedom, if you say so. So challenges are different in Europe, and I feel maybe Balogun didn't really adjust to it tonight. And I have question marks over why he just didn't play Hollander, but that's a story for a different day. And then after that, Stanciu, that man who we've talked about over the past week, great free kick. I mean, you can't take anything away for the finish again for him. Buries a tie, and that was that. 2-0 on the night. Slavia Prague. I'm dejected. I'm disappointed because I feel like this was a really good opportunity to go and grab something that was. It seems maybe Rangers teams a previous years like, it would have been stupid to dream of something like reaching a quarter final of a European competition, but we had it there in front of us, and unfortunately we stumbled at the final hurdle. But I have nothing but praise for every single one of the players that have put the jersey on in Europe this season. They flew the flag high for Scottish football in Europe. We've witnessed some incredible football, incredible goals, and it's been a joy to watch at times. And it just seems like nothing's going right for us tonight. The internet is just cut off mid-video as well, but the power of editing, again, will give us the power to put it together. What were we talking about? Just in terms of the team in Europe this season, what words would you give them?
Listen, I'm proud of them again getting to, do you know what I mean, last 16. But as you were saying, teams beforehand probably wouldn't have got that, even though we get to the final, what have you. But just the way we've played, it's the way we've played in Europe. Do you know what I mean? It's just been free flowing attacking. Do you know what I mean? But just tonight, mate, just didn't, as I say, didn't turn up. As I say, poor officiating, and just the fact that the players went down for Oscars. As I say, with the Kamara roof one, it's a straight red. Do you know what I mean? 100%. But I think he's been watching a bit too much of Sheamus. Do you know what I mean? A bit too much WWE with that kick.
Yeah,
but
possibly.
No, mate. I don't know. I would say Patterson was the only one. But actually, chance that was one that got me up and see him. Has he done it again? Do you know what I mean? Get himself a wee goal. Just with the subs and all that he brought on, I was happy to see Cedric come on, but I'd like to see Cedric get a bit more opportunity. See for the rest of the season. Do you know what I mean? I feel a bit for the lad. But tell you who else I want to see? I want to see Greggy Stewart. Where was Greg Stewart tonight?
I know.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to bring them levels back up. Where was Greggy Stewart?
I know. That's the one disappointment, or sorry, the many disappointments had tonight that Greg Stewart didn't see any game time either. But I'm sure there'll be many opportunities for these players in the coming weeks. I think that's why Gerrard's flung them on. I mean, the tie's over. Get some players some European minutes, and hopefully that will set them in good stead for the rest of the season. But I don't know if there's anything else to cover. It was quite a mental 90 minutes. It was hard to take, but you've got to look at the brighter side. Look, we've played really well in Europe this year. It was a step maybe too far again, but we'll be back again next season. Don't worry about it. Champions League next season. So, I mean, it's looking good for the club. I will say that. And if there's any sort of last mentions you have, feel free.
Unai Emery's going to win the Europa League again, mate. That's what I'll say right now. He's going to win it again. Big Donny pulling it off. I'm telling you.
No,
pulling it off. No, I'm just interested to hear what Gerrard's got to say. To be honest with you, if it's happened, that we all think's happened. Then it's disgusting that referees booked Connor Goldson, by the way, for going to hang me for his teammate. That's disgusting there for me personally. But we'll see what happens with Gerrard's interview, mate. I just want to focus on the weekend.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? We'll
and just to add on to the end of the video, if it was a sort of racist thing, I don't know if the players would walk off the field or something like that. I'm unsure. But due to the reactions of Kamara, as they kept on saying the telly, Kamara's not that player to sort of react like that. If it was something just tongue in cheek, it was definitely something to that sort of criteria, I feel. So hopefully they get to the bottom of it. Hopefully UEFA get to the bottom of it, because there's no place for racism in football, and there's no place for racism in the world for me. So I hope it gets to the bottom of it, it gets dealt with. We hear from Gerrard, hopefully hear the full story. But that's our opinions on it. Man of the match for me, I'd probably say Patterson tonight, and all another professional performance. Future's looking bright for the guy, but that's clutching at straws for a man of the match. Don't know if you'll even give one.
Nah, but I wouldn't give one, mate, to be honest with you. Maybe the fans, to be honest with you. No, I don't know.
Aye.
Nah, no man of the match for me, right, mate.
As you say, I'll put you out your misery. You can go and we'll forget about this game. We'll forget about this, but we'll enjoy the journey we've been on this season in Europe, and we'll be back again Sunday. Old Firm game. Time moves fast, so big game to look forward to Sunday. Cheers for coming on, speaking to us again, and we'll see you for that reaction now to the Old Firm game on Sunday. So if you like this video, like it, subscribe, share it about, and follow the socials that will be on the screen, and we'll see you then.